Good morning, dear students. I am teaching Combustion and Flame, Chapter 6. I will start Chapter 6, Combustion and Flame. And in this, we will discuss about what are the conditions necessary for the combustions. So, conditions necessary for the combustion is from the above discussion, we can state that following conditions necessary for producing and sustaining combustion, that is there must be a combustible substances, there must be a continuous supply of oxygen on air, and the temperature of combustible material should be above its ignition temperature. Now come to the types of combustion. First one is the types of combustion. Types of combustion. First one is the slow combustion. First one is the slow combustion. Slow combustion and rapid combustion. Rapid combustion. Third one is the spontaneous combustion. Spontaneous combustion. Explosive combustion. Fourth, explosive combustion. Explosive combustion. So first we will discuss about slow combustion. Slow combustion. When a combustible material burns at a slow or moderate rate, it is called slow combustion. When it is burned at slow rate or slow, first we will discuss about what is the slow combustion. Slow combustion, when a combustible material burns at a slow or moderate rate, this is called the slow combustion. During slow combustion, there is not sufficient supply of air. During the slow combustion, obviously, there is not sufficient supply of air. Thus, combustion is never complete, and as a result, smoke or harmful gases are formed. For example, cow dung cakes, wood, kerosene oil, lamp, etc. exhibit slow combustion. Second one is the rapid combustion. Second one is the rapid combustion. So rapid combustion, when a combustible material, generally in the form of gas, burns rapidly to produce heat and light, it is called the rapid combustion. For example, LPG, CNG, when burned in special stoves, exhibits rapid combustion. Similarly, kerosene oil, pressure stoves and kerosene oil wick slow stoves exhibit rapid combustion. And during rapid combustion, there is a sufficient supply. Now come to the third one, spontaneous combustion. Spontaneous combustion. In spontaneous combustion, when a combustible material suddenly bursts into flame without the application of apparent causes, spontaneous combustion takes place. And for example, when a small piece of phosphorus or sodium is kept in air for some time, it suddenly bursts into flames, and it is because these materials initially form their oxides and produce heat energy, and when their temperature rises above the ignition temperature, then they suddenly burst into the flame. And undergoes coal mines always have very fine spontaneous suspended particles in the air, and when the amount of these suspended particles reaches at a certain threshold limit, the maximum of air and coal particles suddenly burst due to combustion. Such explosion not only cause extensive damage in the coal mines but also kill a large number of miners. It is for the same reason that good ventilation is provided in the coal mines to avoid such an explosion. Similarly, explosion also occur in floor mines where the fine particles of floor are suspended into the air, and forest fire are also the result of spontaneous combustion because there is a combustible material, a supporter of combustion and the right ignition temperature. So till here you will take revision.